Hello, I'm Dan Tabor, and I'm going to be reviewing Poor Things, Yorgos Lanthimos' latest, which could be one of the sharpest cinematic satires of the year, and a film that really makes you rethink how you watch movies altogether. The newest film by the director of Dogtooth, The Favorite, and The Lobster has him pairing off with the writer of Cruella of all films, Tony McNamara, to adapt the tome by Alistair Gray, Poor Things, episodes from the early life of Archibald McCandless, MD. As the film begins in a fantastical take on the 1920s, a young med student, Max McCandless, played here by Ramy Youssef, is recruited by his horribly disfigured yet charismatic Frankenstein-esque looking teacher, Dr. Goodwin Baxter, played by William Dafoe, to observe his experiment. This just happens to be his daughter, Bella Baxter, played by Emma Stone, a beautiful young woman who appears to be severely mentally disabled. It's even remarked upon how beautiful she is for a retard. The film predictably has the med student falling for the beautiful, young, mentally impaired ingenue, as you would probably expect. And because we've been conditioned by Hollywood, we as an audience think almost nothing of it. In the beginning, this romance feels very much like many others we've seen up until now. That is, until it's revealed that Bella was actually reanimated by Dr. Baxter after jumping to her death and wasn't his daughter at all. He just acquired her recently deceased body. She was, however, pregnant at the time of her death, and the doctor, not wanting to bring back the tainted mind of a suicidal woman, instead removes the mind of her unborn child from her womb and inserts that brain into her mom, which is insane. This shocking reveal really imbues the rest of the film with a searing subtext, as Hollywood loves to infantilize its naive female protagonists in film, and here we discover the wide-eyed Emma Stone literally has the brain of an infant. The film then chooses to operate as you would expect in a Hollywood movie, comically and earth-scorchingly so, and by doing so contaminates and annihilates every other film you've seen by having her possible suitors happy with Bella simply as she is, as she dreams of bettering herself. The character of Bella has Emma Stone using the medium of cinema to essentially deconstruct how women and their bodies have been infantilized, exploited, and then considered damaged goods because they bore it all, even though that's what they're basically pressured and groomed to do throughout their careers. It's her performance that at times borders on performance art that is attempting to dissect and deconstruct these archaic constructs that drives this story that to some might simply be a funny story about a girl who does a lot of terrible things, but to others, something much more profound. Bella is never sorry, and that's the point. She never apologizes, and when she finally comes face to face with her God at the end, surprisingly, he is nothing but proud of how she was able to break free of her many limitations and pursue this path of enlightenment. Poor Things is a masterpiece and a very important film that hit particularly hard for me as the symbolism started to click in and the metaphors and satirical underpinnings started to reveal themselves, and its lessons are something that are now more apparent than ever, sadly, when I watch movies, or profoundly. This all rested on Emma Stone's capable shoulders, who really masterfully takes us on this journey with her and evolves this character from a literal infant to a med student in a 2-hour span in some seriously impressive character work. While some may get hung up on either the raunchy humor or the nudity, these are simply distractions aimed at those who are not ready to tackle the film on its own terms. Think of Poor Things as the level 2 to the feminism and cinema discourse that started with Greta Gerwig's Barbie earlier this year. I just can't say enough about this film. I loved it. Check it out if you can. Like and subscribe to this video, and thanks for watching.